desperation. Bell of desperation. Please watch my videos. JK. Chapter 7. The Nameless Bookstore. We just fucked the Shambler in the ass. I want to get this game beat so I can start the Sinking City. But I kind of want to play Crisis too. The Crisis series looks cool. You should watch me play the Crisis series. This is my mode. I'm gonna break my computer chair and I don't have the money for a new one right now. Hasta necronom nom 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 nom. I'm hot and horny for this book. Ash Williams is the true wielder of the Necronomicon, though. They should make an Ash vs. Evil Dead video game. As I'm saying that, I feel like they have an Ash vs. Evil Dead video. Babe, I need you to Google it. What is happening? What? Don't know what just happened. Everything was floating, and now I'm back in the Riverside Institute. In the Nameless Bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. The detective. I am Lucifer Morningstar. Yes, babe.
There is an Evil Dead game coming out.
Hot and horny. Hot and horny. I need it.
It'll have multiplayer modes. So you can be on it.
Gims.
You should tell me for a second, because I don't think.
I don't know if you heard her, but there's an Ash vs. Evil Dead video game coming out this year that will have multiplayer, and it makes me hot and it makes me horny. It's called Evil Dead the game. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's all get excited and touch each other like the Greeks. Let's have an orgy with our cousins. I'm just kidding. I don't promote Alabama. I am a Christian channel. Alabama, -100.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with
Fucking go
Captain
back in here.
Fitzroy. He specifically asked us
Is this
not
gonna
to
be
bother
some
him when that's the
Shutter
case.
Island type shit where I've been
Oh,
crazy all
of
along and it was
course.
all in my head?
I'll
And
see
I've
what
been
I
on
can
the
do.
island in the prison.
Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him.
The dying patient.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Oof.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums.
I
necrosed
understand like
palpebral tissue.
70% of what
Lord,
she's
this
talking about.
smell.
I'm not a doctor.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace.
Forgot to turn my speakers
And
on
look
again.
at these bumps.
My bad, guys.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something
couldn't he be?
inside him that
That's
shouldn't
sexist
be
as
there.
fuck. Why would you say a
We
man
should
can't be
operate on
pregnant?
him at once.
Bitch.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry.
I'm pregnant.
That the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
What is happening?
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
He's becoming an octopus.
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion.
Okay.
But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this
Cthulhu.
transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could
Well,
he
let
have
him die
gotten
and
such
save
an
yourself,
infection?
bro.
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
No.
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the
Creepy ass
best
dude.
available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating.
Pussy.
An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything?
Damn.
Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the
how to
missing
get it?
medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
What? Get into Fuller's office. Alright.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Can I...
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Oof.
Ah, a whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking?
Ah,
Yes, it's Doc.
it's the old whaling.
You must rest.
You're right, Doctor.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, and if... Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders. Who is that again?
Mrs. Sanders?
She did.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Oof. Storage room. Hi.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
And it's in a surgical ward.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Thomas Fuller.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that easy.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Bitch. Let me in.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's
You
office.
gotta be so rude and
But
not
rest
mean,
assured, I'll tell him you
Should I
came
get
by.
a pen, bro?
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Oh, I'll have to
Wait a
leave
minute.
then.
Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No, but
That-
I
Alright then. I gotta distract her or find a different way to go then. Phonograph? No. Where'd this go? Oh, where I need to go. Distract Donovan. Okay, that's my secondary objective.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a
Oof.
state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
I don't like that bitch.
Come now.
Yeah.
Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Probably.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Okay. Follow the red pipe.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Oof.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
Maybe.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
Good. Good.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood.
They better
Anything
not.
else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Okay.
The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Rude.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Okay. Can't get into
The
surgery.
operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Can't get the key for that yet.
No,
Okay.
you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw that
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch. Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the
We've been
answer
waiting
is
to be
no.
restocked for weeks.
I can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
The answers
I'm the
must
one
be
who
hidden in
pays.
Fuller's office.
What a pest.
What's
It's
this
so
room?
unfair.
That's Deborah. Who the fuck is Betty?
Dr. Colden?
You Betty?
Hello, Betty.
Yes.
I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Okay. Block B. That's Block A. Where the fuck is Block B at? this where she said it was at? No, I don't remember where she said the key was. Block B somewhere.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I'm going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Bro,
So,
what is
Doctor,
happening here?
what should we do with this patient?
Those
Definitely.
basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Noise.
Hay fever. What's he doing here? Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Yeah. That was super fucking sketchy, the way she said that. You gonna poison everybody?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
This is the storage room, right? There's nothing in here except that book, though. What the heck? Where's the key? I'm so lost.
Everybody says it. She's a witch. It's so unfair.
I'm not sure. I might end up having to look it up because I didn't hear what she said. I just heard Block View. Well, I think what I'm going to do, instead of just running around endlessly, is end the video here. And I will look it up in the next
I
video.
didn't make this
I'll
up.
have the key and be
And
ready
I'm
to
the one who
go.
pays. What a
Jeez.
pest. It's so unfair.
What is this room? Oof. Oh yeah, I'm not sure where to go.
Chronic
So
insomnia, like
next
half the island.
episode, I'll have the key and we'll get into the office. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next episode.